A decent rental may be hard to come by in Taiwan, but there is some good news. Income is rising. According to the country's statistics office, the average annual income was $22,200 in 2023. That includes wages, investments, rental income, and is about $150 more than in 2022. Income for Taiwanese workers under 30 increased by more than $250. They earned on average $17,000 last year. The government statistics agency says an improving economy and lower unemployment is behind the rise. But some of the observers say young people are still struggling to make ends meet.
So the latest government statistics show that annual income is on the rise in Taiwan, but does this give the full picture for Taiwan households?
An approach that would be more in line with the lived reality of individuals in Taiwan is to look at how much they actually need to earn for basic necessities and to ensure that the amounts that they're earning should meet that. And my own calculations are that the basic the income needed for basic necessities in Taiwan would be about 40,000 to 50,000 Taiwanese dollars. So the monthly earnings of about $46,000 that has just been released is only adequate for barely a basic living needs. And this already includes investment returns and rental income. For those who do not have these, they would not be able to meet their basic daily necessities.
So we know that the economy is growing and the income is up, but what pressures are households in Taiwan under when it comes to earning money and spending money?
I think the key issue here in Taiwan is that the minimum wage in Taiwan is too low, far too low for a basic standard of living. To the Ministry of Labor's credit, the other big budget item in Taiwan is housing. And housing takes up a huge proportion of the wage of average workers. It takes up about 45% of the average worker and as much as 70% of those living in Taipei. So that takes up a huge chunk of the of the income needed that can be used to purchase other basic necessities. Taiwan's grocery prices as compared to its wages are actually very high as compared to other advanced countries, and this means that the average household has to fork up quite a huge amount of money for groceries. And the wholesale and retail trade sector in Taiwan actually earn huge profits as compared to other advanced countries.
We know that the rising cost of living and house prices were big issues in the presidential election earlier this year. The president's now been in office for a few months. Is there any sign that he's doing anything to tackle this problem?
I feel that there are some promising signs. Under the Minimum Wage Deliberation Committee, they released a research report that has tried to push back on some of the rhetoric and propaganda that business groups have been pushing. For example, they have been saying that the minimum wage increase will result in higher unemployment and higher consumer prices, but the report has showed that there is no strong correlation between minimum wage increases and unemployment and consumer prices. The research report has also showed that the minimum wage can result in average prices increasing and benefiting other workers,